A really good thing to take on an expedition such as this is a tent. It's quite an essential item when you have to sleep in the rainforest surrounded by leeches and mosquitoes. Well, as we were making our way to the camp after quite a long day's trekking, Otso, the owner of the tent that we thought we had, suddenly got the idea that maybe he had left the tent at the base camp. As we continued to the camp, he got us all really rather worried that actually we had forgotten the tent, which was mildly distressing to say the least. Otso then asked me what I would pay to have a tent at that point in time.
I would pay a whole month's rent of a nice flat infant.
Okay, that's a deal.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thing is, you see, there was a path up the mountain. It just sometimes seemed to be taking a bit of a holiday. The heat, humidity and leeches didn't help either. I have to admit though, it was constantly inspiring to be inside such a lively place, like we were little ants crawling inside a thumping heart. We regularly came across some weird and wonderful creatures and frequently heard families of lemurs screeching from a distant place. Fortunately, we had a guide, and while he hadn't been up this particular mountain himself for several years, his calm demeanour was certainly reassuring. 1100 metres climbing through the thick vegetation, lovely weather, piece of freaking cake! Took it off. The top. This is the top. This is it. Hurrah! Hooray! Hurrah! The bustling market town of Marouane Setra was a wonderful place to go shopping. I used the chance to purchase some real essentials: a straw hat, a bottle of rum and a cassette of fine Malagasy pop music. Being a coastal town, one thing that the market really specialised in was fish, which came in all shapes, sizes and stages of freshness. As ecologists, this is what we really needed, not just for eating, but also for baiting the beetle traps. As well as dung itself, dung beetles will also feed on carrion, and so stinky old fish makes excellent bait. To prepare a bait, we first wrap up a small piece of the fish with a coarse cotton mesh. Yeah, makes me feel hungry. I'm so jealous of those dung beetles. We then attach the resulting bundle to the end of a small stick using a piece of wire. This much we can do at the camp. Next, we take them into the forest. That's as much Malagasy song that I know the words of. My aunt is very nice. My aunt is very rich. Really old smelly fish in there. And the dung beetles will be on the sniff all around looking for some nice smells and some dung, or stinking fish is also a lovely smell. Don't you just love that stinking fish? We employed various trapping procedures in order to obtain different types of data on the dung beetles. In some cases we left the traps for 48 hours before collection. This enabled an overview of all the species present in an area. We also set traps that we checked at regular intervals through the night. From this we could learn more about the different species' differing behaviours, which species are active at what time. Another variation was trapping along an elevation gradient. From doing this we learned that there are marked differences in species composition at differing altitudes. Rice, 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 and to wash it down, rice water. The Malagasy beverage made by simply boiling water in a saucepan immediately after it has been used to cook rice. The Malagasy amongst us enjoyed the rice water as a form of tea. To me, however, its taste was closer to dust than to Earl Grey, and I generally stuck to plain filtered stream water for my liquid intake.
I'm cleaning the water.
For breakfast, we ate rice with condensed milk. For supper, rice with tinned fish. On our last evening, we treated ourselves to a real local delicacy, beans with rice.
Oh boy, that smells good. That smells really nice.